Hello, Helena. Good afternoon. I'm Emily McVeigh, Executive Director of the United Way of the Lewis and Clark area, and we're here for the United Way Partner Spotlight with Sarah Peterson from Child Care Connections. Welcome, Sarah.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So you're the Family Engagement Coordinator at Child Care Connections. Can you tell us about your role?
I can. So as Family Engagement Coordinator, I offer wraparound supports for the families that we serve. And that looks a lot like helping them navigate many of the resources and services that are available in our community that might meet their needs. In addition to that, I also offer support and education around choosing quality care and child health and safety, as well as I offer tools for parents to engage in their children's development.
Awesome. Do you have any upcoming events for families to participate in where they could connect with you?
We do, and you might actually hear some ads on the radio about our third annual coloring contest. Those ads are running thanks to generous support from the Montana Radio Company. And the contest just started this week, so that will be running through April 28th, and it's a free event. Anybody, children ages 0 to 12 can enter, and it's just a great way for us to raise awareness about early childhood in our community and to connect with our community partners.
And what is the contest? What are they coloring? Anything they want, or are there certain parameters?
The theme of the contest is when I get older.
Oh,
so
fun.
what you want to be, what you might want to do. The contest, we do have an option available for caregivers as well. So it's not just what I want to be when I grow up, just maybe things that you want to do when you're older.
Oh, well, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up yet. There's still chances.
I can't figure it out either, but
we still have time, right?
Exactly.
The last time we talked to somebody at Child Care Connections, we learned that lack of child care, or how child care is definitely affecting the workforce. Is that still happening? What does that look like now that we're a little outside of the middle of COVID?
Right. So I would say it's still a major challenge for our workforce. For families, it's a major obstacle to stay in the workforce or to join, and that's a major challenge. But I will say that our communities, there's a lot of momentum going into solving this issue and creating more accessibility and affordability of care so that parents can join the workforce. And employers are a big part of that conversation, which is really important. So we are really trying to support our employer-supported care, and there are many different ways that employers can help meet their staff's childcare needs. That can range from offering family-friendly policies like flexible hours. They can reserve spots in existing childcare programs, and they can even go as far as opening an on-site childcare program for their employees. So I would just say if there are any employers that are interested in looking into that and supporting their staff, I would recommend reaching out to us because we can help you see how that might fit for your business.
That would be great. One of the things that we heard over and over during COVID was, in our area, we are a childcare desert.
Yes.
We just don't have enough. And I think at one point we had enough for like 40% of the kids that needed childcare. Mm-hmm. And I know some people have reopened their daycare centers, or new people have opened childcare centers. Are we doing any better in that arena? Are we still?
There is still a shortage, and that is there's the challenge of the workforce supporting the childcare workforce as well. Our childcare workforce is one of the lowest paid in our state, and that makes it really hard to keep up with the increased living costs. So we really would like to advocate to support the early childhood workforce as well, so that there are more caregivers for children.
Yeah, I was at a YWCA program a couple of weeks ago, and they were talking about the low wages, and the majority of childcare providers are women over the age of 50. and so falling into that low income bracket. But there have been a lot of grants available, so if people don't know about that, are those still available through Child Care Connections to encourage people to stay in the child care field or to enter the child care field?
Yes, so there is currently a caregiver stipend available for those that are in the workforce. So the recent application that was available, it was up to $600, I believe, and there will be an additional payment in December, I believe. That's up to $1,000. So
That'd be great, yeah.
good incentive to stay in the programs.
Right, and it's a great field. It's really rewarding work. So.
It is rewarding. It's hard work, but most of our providers want to stay in the field as long as possible. So
yeah. So summer's right around the corner, and kids will be out of school. That adds an additional challenge for working parents when they have kids that aren't old enough to stay home alone necessarily. What kinds of opportunities are available for kids for the summer months that need childcare?
So you're right. I would say that summer sneaks up on parents, and before we know it, we have to start making plans. And there's that added challenge of school-age children also needing care, so there's a lot more competition to find care for your children. So I would just say plan ahead as far as you can. Start looking now if you haven't already. And you don't have to plan, a big grand vacation for your child to enjoy the summer. The summer is a great time for kids to learn new skills, have adventures, and explore their interests. And just going out in your backyard and exploring our community are good ways to keep your child entertained and engage in their development. So when you're at work, though, that's one of the challenges. So I think there are a few things to keep in mind and to consider when you are making those plans. The first one is your schedule. See what time you are going to need care for your child, and talk to your employer if you can and see if they can offer any flexibility in the summer. Another thing is looking at your own community. Do you have relatives? Do you have friends that your child might go visit during the summer? And then, of course, the biggie is your budget. How much can you afford to pay for childcare during the summer? So those are some things that are really important to start preparing for as you look at childcare in the summer months.
Yeah, and it's only April, but holy cow, it's already April.
It's already April.
And so it's not too early to start enrolling your kids in summer programs, is it?
No, absolutely not. Many of the programs in our area, in Helena and Bozeman area, they open their registration in January and February, and those slots fill up quickly. So I would start your search as soon as possible.
So where would they start that search? Where would they go to find those kinds of resources for summer care or activities?
So my number one recommendation is Montana Parent. They have a great camp activities guide that was in their March issue in their magazine. And they also have that guide available on their website. And it allows parents to search for care in a few different ways. They can search based off of the child's age, some of their interests, and dates during the year as well. So again, mtparent.com is a really helpful resource. I would also recommend taking a look at your local newspaper. I know the Helena Independent Record, usually around this time of year, offers a summer camp roundup, which is offers just a number of camps and activities that are happening during the summer months. So take a look at that. Try to connect with your child's school. Keep your eye out for newsletters and on their website if they have any resources, and they may even be hosting summer camps or enrichment activities for your kiddos. And then finally, lots of resources, which is good. Mm-hmm. A lot of licensed childcare providers open their spaces in the summer, open more summer programming for school-age kids. So Childcare Connections has a resource referral system for childcare, and based off of your needs, we may be able to connect you with some open spaces during the summer months. So you can find that on our website, which is cccmontana.org.
Great. So lots of great ways to find resources. What about paying for summer childcare? That's, like you said, pay attention to your budget. What can you
Right.
afford? Are there options for parents to get assistance with childcare costs for the summer?
There are, and we're very excited. We just learned that the summer care grants that were available last summer, they are coming back, which is great. We don't have a lot of information about that yet. It's still in development at the state level, so I can't share much with you right now, but I would just recommend that families keep their eye on our social media and on our website, because we will update that as soon as we learn more information. I would also recommend that parents ask these different summer care programs if they have scholarships available. That's sometimes programs have the capability of offering that. So either scholarships or sibling discounts if you have more than one child that needs care. And of course, there is also the Best Beginnings Childcare Scholarship for low-income families that their children are attending licensed childcare facilities.
And did those rates just change, making it available to more people, or is that a different project?
No, those rates changed a while ago. So it's based off of the federal poverty line, and it is at 185%. And the federal poverty guidance just changed a little bit as well. So you may qualify. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us, because we can guide you through that application process.
Great. All right. If somebody wants to connect with Child Care Connections, show their support, maybe they want to donate or volunteer, or they want to get coloring sheets for the coloring contest, how do they get a hold of you guys?
So you can always visit our website, cccmontana.org. You can give us a phone call on our main line, which is 406-587-7786. And then we also have an office just off of Benton near Jocelyn's Furniture. You're welcome to walk in, and we're happy to help you with whatever you might need. Our coloring sheets are also on our website, and we have a few businesses in town that are distributing. So keep your eye out for those.
Yeah, in case people don't know, Child Care Connections covers, 11 or so counties? You guys are in Bozeman to Helena and all the way in between.
So we cover 6 counties. We cover Lewis and Clark, Park, Marr, Broadwater, Jefferson, and Gallatin. I always have to count on my fingers to get all of them. But yes,
it's a big
we're widespread.
space, yeah. So lots of coverage. So if people go to your website, they may see Bozeman or something else, but you also cover Helena.
Yeah,
you just
absolutely.
got to get to the right spot. And you guys' Facebook page has always got new things going on, so it's a great place to find things.
We're keeping busy, so definitely keep in touch with our social media, because we have a lot of fun updates through that.
All right. Anything else to cover before we sign off for the day? Anything?
I think that about covers it.
Great.
Thank you for taking the time to chat about summer care and what's going on in early childhood.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Helena. We'll see you again next week for the United Way Spotlight.